When giving a speech at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Chinese leader Xi Jinping emphasized that big countries should not bully the weak, causing widespread criticism. Some experts pointed out that while Xi made the statement, the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, was sending a large number of military planes to intimidate Taiwan. The World Economic Forum posted a short video of Xi Jinping's speech on its official Twitter account on January the 25th. Xi said, "The strong should not bully the weak. Decisions shouldn't be made by simply showing off strong muscles or waving a big fist." As soon as the speech was tweeted, many netizens immediately referred to the CCP's genocide against the Uyghurs and its bullying behaviour in Tibet, Hong Kong, Taiwan and the South China Sea, questioning the CCP's contradiction between words and actions.
This
is a typical double standard statement. The CCP has always been like this, and the people have gotten used to it. For example, when the CCP exposes the shortcomings of other countries, it takes it for granted. But when other countries criticize the CCP of violating human rights, it will accuse them of interfering in its internal affairs.
Current affairs commentator Zheng Haochang criticized the CCP for bullying Taiwan. It always tries to exclude Taiwan from international organizations. On this issue, the CCP won't admit it's bullying. It'll say it's about maintaining national unity.
That's why I call the CCP the king of masks. It always carries two masks, one of which is used when it has the upper hand to accuse others. The other one is used when it's at a disadvantage to play rogue.
The Washington-based Formosan Association for Public Affairs, the FAPA, also issued a statement on Facebook on the 26th, denouncing the CCP as the world's biggest bully and calling on the international community to join forces against it. The statement says that the CCP's opposition to bullying is the greatest and most outrageous irony in history. The CCP has been bullying not only Taiwan, but also small countries in Africa and East Asia. In fact, it has bullied every country in the world. Last weekend, the CCP sent 28 military aircraft into Taiwan's western airspace to harass and intimidate the island. The day after Xi Jinping's speech, the CCP sent 4 more military aircraft into the same airspace of Taiwan. According to the statistics of Facebook page Southwest Airspace of Taiwan, on the 26th, the CCP entered Taiwan's airspace for a total of 25 days that month, and the Taiwanese army broadcasted 74 times to evict them. Ge Bidong, a US-based economic scholar and independent columnist, said that it's a huge irony for the CCP to oppose bullying while harassing Taiwan with military planes.
The CCP has been relying on 2 ways, force and lies, to maintain its regime. The CCP enslaves 1.4 billion people in China by bullying the weak with its force and tyranny. In dealing with the pro-democracy protest of Hong Kong, the CCP also used the violence of extreme tyranny, which was also bullying the weak.
Ge Bidong said that in international dealings, the CCP's wolf warrior diplomacy also acts as bullying.
In international trade, the CCP has always unscrupulously wields its stick of trade sanctions against any voice of the international community that questions it on human rights and justice. Such bullying just happened in its trade dispute with Australia. The recent frequent intrusion of Chinese military aircrafts into Taiwan is also a blatant bullying of the weak.
In an interview with Australian Treasurer Josh Frydenberg on January the 27th, he said, "We agree with the sentiment. Big nations shouldn't bully small ones, but there seems to be a disconnect between the words and the actions. The reality is Australia has been on the receiving end of some pretty harsh actions when it comes to our trade." Last year, Australia called on the international community to conduct an independent investigation into the origin of the CCP virus, and was retaliated against by the CCP. The CCP has hit more than a dozen Australian industries with import duties, resulting in exporters losing up to $2 to $4 billion in sales. The Wall Street Journal also published an editorial on the 25th, saying that the admonition against bullying doesn't seem to apply to the CCP itself. The editorial reminded Beijing that words like "we should stay committed to international law and international rules instead of seeking one's own supremacy" should be addressed to Hong Kong people. Hong Kong people were promised autonomy until 2047, but now they are being arrested for moderate political dissent. Ge Bidong said that the CCP often does the most evil things while saying the most beautiful words, so the international community must be more vigilant against such an evil regime.